Hello YouTube! Today it is my birthday. I am turning 20 years old, so I'm coming to you today with a birthday book tag. I have no idea who made it, but I will find out and I will link them below in the description box so you can find this and you can do it yourself. Otherwise, you can copy it from this video, but please give them credit. Once I put the credit in this video, it will be there. It'll be down there if I can find it. If not, I will say that, but I will try my hardest to figure it out. Anyway, the first topic on the birthday book tag is, I have a whole list on my giant post-it notes. Birthday cake, aka a book with a plot that seems cliche, but you adore it anyway. That book for me is going to be a favorite that I've read many times over years, like years and years and years. And that book is Touched by Corinne Jackson. It's just like, it's cliche, but it's really good. Like, the cliches are done well, but it's still cliche. Like, it can't escape it. Like, you know, it's so dear to my heart, and I love it, and I love the story about the healers and everything like that. I'll link a little card up here so that you can watch the video where I actually reviewed that book, and I gave it 4.5 stars. Alright, the next tag on the birthday book tag is going to be Party Guests, which is your most anticipated book release this year. Now, my most anticipated book release already came out, and that was Four Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz. Amazing, amazing. Like, a whole new magical world, a whole new royal system. Like, this is just incredible. I even got the exclusive Barnes & Noble edition that came when it came out. It has these lovely, like, cut edges. Oh, I just love it, and I love this book. I believe I reviewed this in a different video, so I'll also link that one for you if you'd like to check that out. But yeah, this one's really good. But there's another book that's coming out this year, and it's called Spin the Dawn. I actually totally am blanking on the author right now, but I know it includes sewing and magic, and it just looks really, really good. I've seen a lot of stuff for it on Instagram. I even entered a giveaway for it, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. I'm definitely going to get it when it comes out if I don't win the giveaway. So, on to the next part of the tag, which is going to be Birthday Presents. And it's a book that surprised you with how much you loved it. Now, that book is a book that I just read in June. I still have to do my June wrap-up, and I am working on my July TBR. It's going to be based on an event that I'm doing in the Bookworms community. I am actually leading a team with that, and it's going to be based on that, and I'll let you guys know more about that in the July TBR video. But for now, I'll tell you about this book that I loved way more than I thought I was going to. Like, I've seen part of the movie, and I thought it was great, so I thought, well, I'll get the book, and then I'll watch the whole movie. And the book is going to be A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And it's about a little girl who goes to a school all the way across the world from where her father is in India. And she actually is like he's pretty rich, and then he does pass away. And then she deals with all the trials of being essentially a servant and stuff like that. And it's just gorgeous. And she's so strong throughout the whole book. And honestly, it's really inspiring, even though she's a kid, like how strong she is and the stuff that she goes through. And the language in the book is just beautiful, because it's an older book, and it has just the words are pretty, okay? It has pretty words. And you know, we're all about pretty words, so read The Little Princess. It's really good. And then the next part of this tag is The Happy Birthday Song, which is a book that deserved all of the hype it got. That book for me is actually over here. That book for me is going to be The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Honestly, I was really scared to read this book, and that's why it's taking me so long. I read this last June for the Pride event that I still have to wrap up in the next video as well. And I read it for yellow, because this is like, I mean, I have yellow books, obviously, up here. You can see them a little bit, but like, I've been meaning to read this, so I counted this stick as yellow, okay? Sue me. Like, I read it finally. And I was afraid to read it because there was so much hype around it. Like, so many people loved it. And you know, sometimes when people really love a book and you're just really expecting it to be good and it's just not good. It's not good. And that's happened to me a couple times, and I was really afraid, but it was also like, oh, it sounds so good. It's got elves and fairies, and it like strong female characters, and I need to read it. So I finally read it, and it is amazing. I need to go about and buy The Wicked King yesterday, like as soon as possible, because I need to read it. But I don't have time to read it because I have another TBR that I'm working on. So, you know, it's just the loop of bookworm issues with TBRs. So I'll get to the sequel eventually, but I definitely am going to get to the sequel before Queen of Air, or Queen of Nothing. I'm sorry. I mixed up because this is the Folk of the Air series, you know, whatever. Before Queen of Nothing comes out, I want to read the sequel so that I can buy Queen of Nothing, because this world is beautiful. Oh my god, I just, like, there's so many different themes, and I'll get into it in my next video. I'll get into it then. Not now. Anyway, the next tag for this is Getting Older, a book that you read when you were younger, but it could appreciate more now as a mature reader. And honestly, I have no idea what book I would appreciate more now, because every time I read a book, it feels like it's in the right time and I need it. And there's not any books, like there's like 1 or 2 books in my entire life that I've ever just stopped reading because I didn't like it. It's not that I didn't understand it or anything, but I just didn't enjoy it. But there was a book I read as a 8th grader, I think, and it had a girl, and she was like a farmer's daughter. I don't remember the name, I don't remember the author, I don't even remember what it looks like. I just remember there was a farmer's daughter, and she could sing really well, and she could like project her voice to different points. So like, if anyone knows this book, please tell me, because I would actually love to read it again. Like, if this counts for this, and I would enjoy it more because I'd actually remember it. But yeah, and then she like gets hired by the royal family to sing for the princess from a different room, so that she's like attractive to the princes, and then all this stuff happens. I don't really remember it, but that book was really good, and I'd love to read it again. I just have no idea what it's called or anything like that. And then the final tag for this is Sweet Birthday Memories, which is a book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding part of your life. So around 8th grade, early high school-ish was like a rough mental just life patch for me, and a book that I read like 6 or 7 times during that. Actually, I have no idea where it is. I just reorganized my shelves. Here it is. It's actually going to be right here, and it's Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. Now listen, I know that there's a lot of controversy surrounding this author. I didn't even know about it until like a year ago, because I never looked him up. I didn't like care to, like, you know, I'm back then I was just like, oh, I want to read this book about space and whatever, and like the movie was coming out, and I was like, I gotta read this. And I didn't see the movie till years later anyway, but I still read the book hundreds of times. It feels like, anyway. It's probably just tens of times, and like it has all my sticky notes in it from all the times that I've read it and everything. Like, I just love this book. It means so much to me, and I can't not enjoy it because of what the author has said or done, possibly, because it's just something that I loved for so long before I had any idea about it. And like, obviously I don't condone anything like that or any controversial topic that might be going on, but I had to include that this was my favorite book for a really, really long time, completely separate from the author himself. Like, I love this book, but we'll stay away from that area today, because it's my birthday and we only want positive vibes. Boop. So anyway, that is the end of the book tag. I will have a version in text on both the Bookworms Amino and on my Tumblr, because I got a Tumblr for my social media account collection. It is BaileyB, the same as everything else, same as Twitter, same as Instagram. You can find me pretty much anywhere on that name, and if I'm not there, I'll probably be there eventually. But so yeah, I'll have the the tag on the Tumblr as well. I've only had a few posts on there. I don't think I have any followers yet, but it's brand new, and I'm just telling you guys about it, so that's totally fine. But yeah, so I have that set up, and if you want to read it or look at the books again, then it'll be on there. I'll link everything down below, don't worry, and I'll have the person who made this book tag originally on there. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone in America have a great 4th of July. I'm gonna go enjoy some fireworks tonight, but also I'm gonna hope my dogs are okay because they're scared of loud noises, but you can't really help it when everyone's celebrating. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, even if you're not celebrating today, and I'll see you guys on Monday and or next Thursday. So thank you again for watching, and bye-bye!